The Grand Council of the Zephyrian Kingdom assembled in their crystalline chamber, floating high above their homeworld's crimson surface. Lord Commander Vextar raised his forearms, calling for silence among the gathered nobles. Their bioluminescent markings pulsed with anticipation as they prepared to vote on the most significant military action in their empire's 1,000-year history. "The humans of Earth possess resources we require," Vextar declared, his voice echoing through the chamber. "Their primitive technology poses no threat to our superior forces. All in favor of immediate invasion?" The vote was unanimous. Within hours, the largest fleet in Zephyrian history launched toward the small blue planet orbiting a yellow star. Meanwhile, on Earth, Adam Chen sat in the underground command center of the Global Defense Initiative, monitoring deep space sensors alongside his partner, Kinza Malik. The two had been tracking unusual energy signatures for weeks, but nothing had prepared them for what their screens now displayed. "Adam, are you seeing this?" Kinza's voice carried a mixture of awe and terror as she pointed to the massive formation appearing at the edge of their solar system. Adam's fingers flew across his console, running calculations that made his blood run cold. 1,200 vessels, energy signatures unlike anything in our databases. This isn't a diplomatic mission. Within minutes, every major government received the alert. Humanity had less than 72 hours before the alien fleet reached Earth's orbit. What the Zephyrians hadn't anticipated was humanity's greatest strength, their ability to unite in the face of extinction. Adam and Kinza worked tirelessly as the planet transformed around them. Every nation contributed to humanity's desperate defense plan. The International Space Station became a command post, while orbital defense platforms that had been theoretical yesterday became reality through unprecedented global cooperation. "They're entering the outer system," Kinza reported, her voice steady despite the magnitude of their situation. "All defense networks are online." Adam activated the quantum communication array, broadcasting a message that would reach every human settlement from Mars colonies to lunar mining stations. "This is Earth Command. Operation Last Stand is now active. Show them what humanity is made of." The Zephyrian fleet, expecting easy conquest, instead encountered something their military analysts had failed to predict. A species that fought with calculated desperation. Earth's orbital defenses, while technologically inferior, were positioned with strategic brilliance that confused the alien commanders. Human vessels, seemingly suicidal in their tactics, used gravitational slingshots around planets to achieve impossible attack vectors. Kinza coordinated the defense from her station, watching as human pilots performed maneuvers that defied conventional military logic. "Adam, look at this." Captain Rodriguez just used Jupiter's gravity well to accelerate his squadron to 0.8 light speed. The aliens can't track movements like that. But it was humanity's ground-based response that truly shocked the invaders. When Zephyrian dropships landed expecting panicked populations, they found organized resistance unlike anything in their combat archives. Every human, from children to elderly, had been mobilized not just as fighters but as a collective intelligence network. Adam received reports from around the globe. Farmers using agricultural equipment as improvised weapons, scientists converting research facilities into weapon factories, and civilians creating communication networks that the alien forces couldn't intercept or understand. "They're adapting faster than our predictive models can calculate," came the desperate transmission from the Zephyrian flagship. "Human tactical evolution is occurring in real time. They're learning our weaknesses faster than we can exploit theirs." The turning point came when Kinza made a critical observation. "Adam, their formation patterns suggest a hierarchical command structure. If we can isolate their flagship..." Adam understood immediately. Humanity's decentralized command system was their advantage. While the aliens relied on top-down orders, humans operated as a distributed network. "Kinza, prep the Prometheus Protocol." The Prometheus Protocol was humanity's most desperate gambit, a coordinated strike using every available human vessel, from military destroyers to converted civilian ships. Unlike the aliens' organized fleet movements, the human attack resembled chaos, but it was calculated chaos that the Zephyrians couldn't predict or counter. Adam and Kinza watched as their screens filled with the impossible sight of human victory. The alien flagship, overwhelmed by attacks from every conceivable angle and distance, began to retreat. The message Adam broadcast next would become legendary. "This is Earth. You came seeking easy prey. You found humanity. The surviving Zephyrian vessels fled, carrying with them news that would reshape galactic politics. The primitive humans had not only survived, but had taught the mighty Zephyrian kingdom a lesson in humility. In the aftermath, as Adam and Kinza stood among the ruins and the rebuilding, they realized something profound had changed. Humanity had announced its presence to the galaxy not as victims, but as a force that would defend itself against any odds. The Zephyrian kingdom's folly became a cautionary tale whispered across star systems. Never underestimate a species that turns its greatest weakness, its apparent primitiveness, into its most devastating strength. Earth remained unconquered, and humanity began its journey to the stars not as refugees, but as a civilization that had proven its right to exist among the galaxies. Kinza smiled at Adam as they watched the first human exploration vessels launch toward distant stars. Think they'll make that mistake again? Adam grinned back. If they do, they'll learn the same lesson. Humanity doesn't just survive, we thrive.